So this thread popped up a day ago on the League Reddit about how the streamer Yasuo intentionally feeds a ranked game, and about 6 hours after the thread got released, the mods actually removed the thread. I guess the way Reddit works is the thread's still up, you can see it if you have the link to it, but it doesn't appear on the Reddit anymore. The reason the post was removed is because all claims made about or against distinct entities must have sources or proof supporting them and present them in an unbiased manner. I don't remember exactly how the thread went, but I was getting a ton of upvotes and people were really agreeing with the thread. 6 hours in, it had about 6.4k upvotes, which I think is pretty good. The mods thought that the poster was being biased, but the general Reddit community did not, so there's some kind of disconnect here between the mods and the Reddit community. Now here's Yasuo's account that he quote-unquote intentionally fed on. It's got a 59 win rate, which is really good for a Diamond 1 account. Well, I guess that's arguable. I mean, if he bought like a silver account, I don't think it'd be actually that hard to get a 59 win rate, just based on the fact that he plays the game every day, and I think that's around his MMR. But yeah, if we look at his match history, he's actually winning quite a lot of games, and we scroll down, we see the 0-15 game. And before we get into how I feel about this, because I do feel very strongly about it, I found the game on his stream VODs, he didn't delete it. And so what happens here is essentially he invades with the Riven, and the invade actually goes pretty well. They end up securing the red buff here, which actually is really good. And now the Yi is pretty screwed, except he's moving forward towards the Yi, which I don't know why he doesn't just take the red and back off. And that was the general consensus of what people were saying in the thread, is he should have just taken the red and backed off. But he's not a jungle main, so it's something that he would learn if he just kept playing, I guess. But yeah, so he goes in, and the Zed is actually there. He flashes in, and he ends up dying. The Aurelion Soul finally rotates and he ends up killing the Yi, but the Riven and Olaf both end up dying. And so Yi starts with a kill and an assist, which is really not good. I'm pretty sure Yasuo knows that Yi counters Olaf here. I think Yi late game would just shred an Olaf, so I'm pretty sure that's what he's worried about, and that's why he was trying to push the invade so hard. And he types in chat and he starts flaming the Aurelion Soul for not invading with them. He says that he should be the first one there, which maybe that's the case. Like, Aurelion Soul probably should have invaded with them, just because it's so important that they put the Yi behind early game because Yasuo doesn't want to get outscaled. I think that's the mindset he has.
Oh my god, it's so disturbing, man. I'm playing fucking Olaf, bro.
And yeah, so he starts yelling. He's playing Olaf. Like, I think Olaf has a really good invade too. There's really no reason they should lose the invade. If Aurelion Soul is just there, like, they win the invade. And then he goes on to argue with the Aurelion Soul. He's like, Zed has so much pressure and wave clear at level 1, which all he needs to say is you should have invaded with us, which that's even arguable. I'm just trying to explain how he feels because he's not very good at communicating that to his team.
Told him that we're invading. Like, he saw, like, whatever, wasting my breath.
And this is a thing that will happen when you watch a League stream. When something really bad happens early game, the streamer will just keep talking about that event, which is something that I don't think you see in any other category of game. Usually people will just move on past the event, but with League, early game events will really dictate the flow of the game, and Yi getting a kill that early is really going to be bad for Yasuo in the late game. So he's just going to keep talking about it probably all game. Oh, he doesn't get the kill there. That sucks.
Dead, but I'm at 0 P. Don't care. I don't. If my mid lane's gonna grief level 1, my game's gonna be hard. Again,
he talks about it, and this is way later. This is 6 minutes into the game. My mid lane griefs level 1. But yeah, so at this point at the 6 minute mark, the game is completely over. The Riven has 19 farm. She's 0-3, and she's against a counter. Kled just dumps on Riven. Bot lane is also getting completely dumped on. 21 CS Kai'Sa to 43 CS Lucian, and Lucian's 3-0. The only lane that's actually doing okay is the Aurelion Soul because he got that free kill level 1. And I don't think Aurelion Soul actually beats Zed. I'm pretty sure Zed can just all in the Aurelion Soul. And we fast forward to the 17 minute mark. The game score is 8-27. He's 0-9, and what I don't understand is why the game is still being played out at this point. Oh yeah, okay, so here he tried to FF, and literally one person hit no. I wonder who it was, by the way. Who hits no here? The game score is 6-22. Like, who actually thinks they can win? The Aurelion Soul is 2-2 at this point. I'm sure it was him. Like, I have pretty much no doubt that it was him. I think the reason why he didn't hit yes is because he's salty and he wants Yasuo to just keep feeding, and okay, that's definitely it. He has absolutely no teammates nearby. He just runs in and dies, which, by the way, I got banned for doing that. I don't know why he's not getting banned. I didn't only get banned on my Smurf, by the way. I got banned on my main account as well. What really sucks is that Riot holds different standards for different people. Like, I don't know how many viewers he gets, like 10k viewers. So he doesn't get banned, but I get banned. And by the way, I don't think he should get banned, but if he's not getting banned for this game, then Riot should unban all my accounts. You can't hold different people to different standards. I think the game should have been over immediately after that invade went wrong. There's no world where early game Yi should ever be ahead of the Olaf. It just doesn't make sense why that would ever be the case. There must have been some horrible miscommunication that went down, which there was this game, and it was just one of those like 1 in 50 or maybe even like 1 in 20 games that never should have happened. And we look at the comments, this guy's like, it's not 100% clear that he was intentionally dying. He got very far behind, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he ran into 2 people by himself without any vision. Like, if you don't think that's intentionally feeding, then maybe that's just something that happens in Bronze Elo. I'm not exactly sure, but someone that actually understands the game, if they were actually at this point trying to win, they would not be face checking this bush with no vision and no teammates around, and he just runs in and doesn't even try to throw his axe properly or even auto them. But yeah, so it's pretty obvious that he is indeed intentionally feeding, and I'm not sure why the Reddit mods are covering up for it when my thread that got multiple of my accounts banned still up there apparently is archived, and I guess new comments cannot be posted and votes cannot be cast. I think that's just because it's so old. I guess that's a Reddit thing. But yeah, let's just go back to this game. A pretty similar thing happened where my Twitch was actually AFK level 1, feeds the Darius a first blood, and I'm playing Urgot top, which right there, first of all I'm really trying to do here is test to see if Urgot can actually beat Darius, which I actually do pretty well, except for I end up getting level 3 ganked by the volley, on top of the fact that Darius already has a kill, and then I flash in to try to kill him. That was an all-in, by the way.
We're going all in.
All in.
Moving all in.
All-inning is a poker term where you put all your chips on the table, and if it doesn't work out, then GG. If I flash in there and I don't end up killing him, the game's over. Like, I'm putting all of it on the line, because Darius is gonna have flash, he's gonna have an extra item on me, he can literally just flash on me and then kill me. That's what's gonna happen. There's times in the game where you just put it all on the line and you just go for the play. If it doesn't work, the game's over. And people are gonna say, well, the game's not over, like it's a team game, blah blah blah. I'm okay with just losing this game. Like, it doesn't happen very often where I fall behind and I have a jungler that thinks it's okay to go AFK level 1, like the guy is obviously not all there. But in the 1 in 20 games where that happens, I'm fine with just moving on to the next game. I don't care about that loss. And I think it's just kind of a mentality thing where someone that's rank 1 will understand it, but then someone that's bronze won't understand it. Maybe it's just something that you have to actually accomplish something in this game to understand. It sounds kind of arrogant for me to say, but there really is just some kind of disconnect between the average League of Legends player and someone that actually has put the time to grind out the amount of games required to get to rank 1. And hey, I'll accept that I have my own mentality and other people can have their own mentalities, but I shouldn't get banned for mine, especially when my mentality got me to rank 1. Like, you can sit there and just play every game and waste all the time in the world. That's completely fine by me, but I'm not going to do that. And I don't feel like you should have to do that to compete in this game. The Koreans don't do it, and they're way better than NA. That right there should be enough where people are like, okay, the NA region has pretty much never won anything that matters. Maybe NA's mentality is the wrong one, and maybe we should open the doors for other people's opinions and not just ban everyone that has a different opinion than the main one.